Hi, and welcome to Paper Route Scrapbooking. I'm Nadine, and today I'm taking a discerning look through my scrapbook inventory. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sorting through my paper crafting supplies to pass on what no longer inspires me, reorganize what I want to create with, and make room for anything new that I want to bring home. So today we are moving on. We just finished the summer iris container. Today we're moving on to the one that's labeled for fall. And this is something that is a little bit more recent that's on my shelf. It's from 2024. So I guess not that recent, but I guess that tells you a little bit about how I need to find a home for it, because when I went to put it away, the container is so full that it is actually broken. As you can see, it's cracked. So I do have another one to replace it. That's empty, that I have emptied, and it wasn't when I brought this home. But anyway, it would have stayed the same because I feel like I need to go through the things, right? So I'm just gonna set this to the side because obviously if this is something newer, then I'm gonna hang on to that. It's more likely to be my current style and preference. I do have a little wood veneer box with what I consider to be fall themed wood veneer. Looks like there's a ton of washi on the top of this one. Oh, I did have a whole washi pack from a Simple Stories collection that I taught with. We have a bunch of stuff on the top here. So we have this acrylic alphabet. I'm probably going to get rid of this. I have struggled to use these. I've tried putting them in my stash in a million different ways, and it's just not happening. So I think I'm going to pass those along. Can you hear my creaky chair? I need to fix it. Okay, I have some embellishments that I've tucked in here from swaps, so they're automatically going to go into the container that needs to be sorted. And this is old, but the same sort of idea. We have some ribbons there. Where is that? Here we go. We have what's this? From Hello Fall. We have a couple of these little mini paper thingies. I think I got these from Temu or something, or I'm not sure. Anyway, we'll revisit that later. I have this old Simple Stories bundle that looks like there's only a few papers left, but I've thrown stuff in it. This one, I don't know what it's called. Anyway, a Bo Bunny one. And this one looks like it's a combination of different things. This one looks primarily Cartabella / Echo Park, or just Cartabella. Cartabella Fall Market. Okay. We have Simple Stories. Nope, Photoplay. There's just a Simple Stories pack in there. But this one is from Photoplay called Happy Fall. This one is from Jelly Bean Soup, Country Pumpkin Chowder. We have this one, Fancy Pants. Recollections, looks like maybe a paper pad in there. I think this is part of a paper pad that I took apart and then tried to make a kit out of, but it doesn't look like I've used much of it since that. So that is where we started. We're going to get rid of this bin because it's broken. All right, well, that wasn't too terribly painful. Let me grab, I also have a basket for things that are packaged, so we can put these in there. Cute little mason jar. And then maybe I'll stick the washi in here as well. Okay. So let's see. Let's start here. So this, like I said, I think used to be, it's what I kept out of a paper pad. I'm probably going to get rid of most of this because I have other stuff I like better. So maybe I did use some of it because some of it is scraps. Okay. So there's that. We have our loose pieces. Cut apart loose pieces, some keys and locks. There we go. Package, loose pieces. Okay, so now we're down to paper. So here's a full sheet of paper. Here's a bunch of scraps. We'll just slide the scraps right off of there. So yes, it does look like I have made use of this at some point. It is very cute. I see why I kept it. Let's revisit it, see if I still. So this is single-sided. Oh, make it even more interesting because at the back I have these cardstocks that are embossed. These ones have like gourds and melons, I guess, on them. This one has some leaves and mushrooms. So hard to see on camera, eh? This is another one of those pumpkin ones, and this is leaves and acorns. Yep. Okay. So we have those, and they do seem to coordinate somewhat with what's in here, but not exactly, as you can see. They're a little bit brighter. Okay. We have this. This is berries and leaves, and I have a couple of those. We have some mushrooms, very cute. Another scrap, another scrap. This one is 6x6 cut apart pieces. We have this framed one. Yeah, you know what? It is cute, but it's not speaking to me, and it looks like I've used it a little bit, so I think it's served my purpose in my craft room, and I can let go of it. So we'll let go of that. Then I have this. I don't even know why it's in the bag because it's basically a paper pad. Oh, there might be something under here. It's Thankful Heart. Or is it just the paper pad coming to pieces here? I'm not sure. Okay. Thankful Heart. We'll do it this way. It's easier, right? No, it's apart. We can do it this way. So that's the cover. We don't really need that. We can just... Okay, so we have cut apart pieces, thankful, menu, give thanks. I think this has been here for a while and it's just not really my vibe. I don't really like the gold foil. So that's probably why I haven't used it. I don't mind a little bit of gold foil here and there, but this one's pretty laden with it. Those are pretty watercolory, kind of peachy roses. And the pumpkins are cute, but it's just not my vibe. This is very like watercolor, tone on tone leaf. We have another watercolor flower. We have some watercolory vines. This is like a multicolor splatter dot. Here we have like a plaid pattern, some what look like watercolored leaves. This is just a very basic watercolor pattern. Background. I might keep some of these as like background sheets, but I'll make those decisions in a little while, like off camera, because you know me. I like to hum and haw about stuff. You guys don't need to watch that. It's very boring viewing. Another one of those watercolor backgrounds. This is a peach dot. This is a really pretty wood grain. And a watercolor chevron pattern. And then we're back to some cut apart pieces. So yeah, I think I can let that one go too. That's just not my style. There's nothing that really goes with it. I will put that in the garage sale stuff. You know what? I don't even know where this came from. Probably a garage sale, or I have bought many bundles over the years of like people getting rid of their craft room stuff, and so sometimes I bring home so many things, and I'm like, if I think I might use it, I'll put it in my stash for a while, and then if it doesn't get used, it goes. But I think that might be the case here. So we have some loose pieces that can go in the loose piece bin. Partial sticker sheet. What do we got back here? We have the Yellow Door, Autumn Days, and this is Fancy Pants Designs from 2018. So we have this acorn pattern, this dot with this giant scallop. I love that. This is unrelated. Okay. Oh boy. Yep. Another one of those. We have this one, Kitsch Fall. So it's got this like sketchy line on it, and then the cut apart pieces. So I have like what, 4 sheets of paper from the actual collection. I have some more of that embossed cardstock, so you can see the pattern on there. This one's like mostly leaves. This one is more of those pumpkins and gourds. Okay. This is a completely random piece of paper. I'll let that go. Don't need to keep any of that. I'm not in love with it, so it can leave. What is this one? Jelly bean soup? Or is it just a mix and match? You know what's so funny about how full this box is? You know why it's full? Because I don't scrapbook a ton of fall stuff, to be honest. These cardboard pieces are just loose in here. Just a random border sticker. And this is a sticker sheet that looks like, oh no, it's a punch-out sheet. Pea pod parts. Okay. So they're punch-outs. They're cardstock. Stickers. These look like close to my heart stickers. With other loose things. We have a package of pea pod parts again from Jelly Bean Soup, but it looks like a totally different collection. Yeah. 2013 chilled cucumber soup. Okay. We have American Crafts and American Crafts. Alrighty then. Nope, this is not even, I think it was just like a bunch of fall stuff that ended up in a bag together. These are more of those embossed cardstock sheets. I must have had a paper pad of those at some point. Alrighty then. Let me grab another one that I think is kind of ready to be pulled apart. So this one looks like it's mixed and matched again of things that, oh, I'm done with that, so let's tuck it in something else that kind of coordinates. So this is where I have to pull it all apart and rebuild either homemade kits or beef up the collections I want to keep. This is another one of those backgrounds that's embossed. I like this one with the trees. That's kind of cool. This one has words on it. It's different from the others. And that's the acorns and leaves again. This looks like something that somebody made. Oh, my friend Ruth made that one. And Lynn made this one, Never Give Up on Things That Make You Smile. This is from a page kit that I did. This looks like a mix and match. Some partially used sticker sheets from, these are samplers. So it looks like they look like they're from the same, but I guess not.
Probably got them in like a bag from something. Simple Vintage Country Harvest Chipboard Clusters. Okay. Simple Vintage Great Escape. So not the same collection. So this can go back in here. And this is also Great Escape. This, okay. So this has like a collage kind of feel, and this is a diagonal stripe. This one is a wood grain with like a pattern on it. It's very like layered already. This one has dragonflies, butterflies, ladybugs, all kinds of things on it. This one is a mushroom paper, Vintage Great Escape. Simple Vintage, here's Country Harvest. So they're mixed together. So that's what this one looks like it's supposed to go with. And I think this was left over from a class kit. So I think I did the class, and then these were the papers that were left behind. So the 4x6s with gingham on the back, and these ones are just like this collagey bit with a black and white dot. So I might just put this in with like as a page kit. This I think I can part with just because I only have like a few papers from it, but I'm gonna set that aside to be decided later, because if I find something that I like that would go with it, maybe I'll keep it. I don't know. Kind of gives me a little bit of like Curiosities in Willow Grove vibes. Did you guys work with that collection at all? I did Vicky's class with that one, so I feel like maybe I've used up my dragonfly mushroom energies for the year with Curiosities in Willow Grove. I made too many albums with that one. I made a ton of, that was her first Halloween line, so I made a ton of Halloween layouts. I made, what else did I make with that one? Too many albums, layouts, Halloween layouts. I did not do the board thing that she did, the flip book. Alright, so here is what looks like started out as a photo play collection. We have the die cut pack. We have some random things in there too. We'll just toss those into the bin. These can go in with my packagey stuff. Looks like we have a Simple Stories Fall Simple Pages pack. So not photo play. I'm just going to set the scraps off to the side. Alright, how much of this is still photo play? Let's find out. Autumn Greetings. So we got Pie and Cut Aparts. This is Bo Bunny Thankful Adventures. So, no. It's going in the paper pile. This one is from Autumn Greetings. Okay, so this one is baskets, bushels of fruit and pumpkins, etc. And a really cute green gingham. We have pumpkins in circle wreaths and this, I don't know, swirl pattern with leaves, but this is not photo play either. Okay. This is The Story of Fall by Lori Whitlock. See why it matches, but okay. Moving it out. Moving out. Can match it up later if I want to beef up the collection. This is the same Bo Bunny Weekend Adventures collection that the other one was from. So what it looks like is that when I'm finished with a collection, sometimes I'll try to match collections together and make new layouts. But when I have so much stuff that my iris container is bursting open, I don't need to do that, right? Leftover sticker sheet, and this is the actual photo play one. So what do I have? I have 2 sheets, partial sticker sheet, and what looks like some scraps. I'm gonna let that go. So there we go. Cozy Days. It looks like this is very well loved, and I feel like I can part with it. These look like they've been water damaged, so I'm going to put those in the recycling bin. And this is another one of those embossed cardstock sheets. So loose piece. There we go. So far, I'm not really keeping very much. I kept, what did I keep? I kept a page kit. That's it. But now we're getting to the stuff that I'm going to have a harder time letting go of. This one is an actual Bo Bunny collection. Let me go through this one first because I had pulled out a couple of Bo Bunny sheets, but it does not look like the same vibe, so they probably will not go together. Loose pieces. Loose pieces. I have been enjoying the process of making little embellishment bundles for the collections that I keep because I don't tend to buy enough to use up all the paper, maybe? I'm not sure. Loose. All right, so this is the chipboard that seems to be coming apart, but it's in a package. So 2011 Forever Fall. Oh, things are falling out at me. I might have to go through and fix that. Okay, if I'm going to keep it. This, again, is Autumn Song. This is not the same collection. Forever Fall. Okay. I think we're getting somewhere. Forever Fall by Bo Bunny. We have the cardstock sticker sheet and the layered embellishments, and then this is tucked in here. Interesting. Okay. Along with the chipboard pieces. So this might be enough for me to hang on to. We have, oh, that's the last time I used this was for a sunflower page. I went with my grandchildren and my daughter-in-law to a sunflower farm. And that's the last time I remember using this one. So anyway, Forever Falls, we have some, this is one of those ones that's kind of like 49 and Market vibes with the like layering already happening on the paper. Not always my thing, but I feel like it, I don't know. I like the colors of this one, I think, because they're different. So here's some more of those embossed cardstocks. I'm going to put these in a pile and decide. I'm not going to keep all of them. There's no way. I might keep a few. This is a vellum sheet. It did not come with this collection. It will be to be determined later. So this is a scrap from this paper. Okay. Scrap again. Another one of these. It is that tree version in yellow. Another scrap. I have two of these. I definitely don't need two. I will pass one along. I do like this. So, see what I'm saying? So this is not from Bo Bunny. This is from Daisy D. Oh my gosh, is there a... No, it just says Gratitude cutoff strip 12 by 12. Anyway, it's old, that's for sure. But I do like it. It makes a really cool background, right? Doing the layers. Or like on, not on brown, obviously, but it's not as pretty on there. Anyway, I digress. This, do you remember these? These were all the rage at some point. Forever Fall die cut piece. We have the cut aparts, another small scrap, a full size cut apart with the 6x6s on the back. Are these the same? They are. Okay, so basically one and a bit of these. One of these, and some of this. We have this. This is enough to make a few more pages. Do I want to keep it or pass it on? You know what? I feel like I've used it enough. I can probably pass it on to the next happy Bo Bunny lover. So I'm going to put that in the yard sale things. So it looks like I've used quite a bit of it. And I know I used to have a die cut pack for that too, and it looks like it's all gone. There might be a few bits of it in the loose bin. Then we have another one that looks like a mix and match. We'll go through it, but I doubt I'll keep this one either. We will. Oh, that's cute. Look at that little raccoon. Wonder, we have a wood doily. That's kind of cool. Loose pieces, packaged. I already know that I won't use those, so they can go in the yard sale bin. We have September, we have that, we have some more loose pieces. And what do we have for paper? We have Simple Stories, Harvest Lane. So this is a very old Simple Stories collection from 2012, and borders on both sides. Borders on both sides. This is a 6x12. Back when they used to do that. We have some more of those sampler stickers. We have some more of those embossed cardstocks. Man, I had a lot of those. And what is this? This is a punch-out page. This looks like it belongs more in Halloween. I'm going to rehome that. See if I can find it. I think I have a collection that would go really nicely with, actually. So what we have here is 2 sheets of paper. And I don't love it enough to hang on to it, so these are going to go in a garage sale. Getting down to the bitter end, friends. Feel like I'm winning against this bundle. Okay. And what do we have here? We have Cartabella Fall Market. And it is, I don't see a date on here. It's by Jen Allison. Copyright 2023. So not old, but like not as old as a lot of my other stuff, but not new either. Oh, okay. Don't you find it weird, some of the warnings they put on stuff? Like, people are out there purchasing cigarettes and marijuana, and on here it says cancer and reproductive harm. What? From puffy stickers? Okay. Anyway, just when you think your hobby is safe. I don't know why that caught my eye, but what? Alrighty then. Cartabella. I wish they would make their papers, you know, like 49 Market, where their cover sheet is like usable. I feel so wasteful with this. Okay, I do love the texture of Cartabella paper, so this one will be harder for me to let go of. Let's see what we got. We have this beautiful floral. I like that coral. It's like a coral rose. It's so pretty. Watercolory vibe. Not usually my thing, but not, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll let this one go too. Stripe, turquoise and off-white. We have watercolory again, icons. They're less abstract, I think, than the last one. I do love those little trucks. And then on the back is this, I don't know, what do you call that? Pattern. They look like little bird footprints to me, but anyway, Big Bird was here. Border pieces, again, loving the truck. And a cute little floral on the back. We have a red blown out kind of gingham paper. And we have trucks and apple carts. Don't upset the apple cart. Look at me just finding titles all over the place. Pick your pumpkins. That's cute with little wagons for the pumpkin patch. I don't know. I pick my pumpkins at a grocery store. Anybody else? Like, I don't know. Anyway, I'm not cool enough for some of this stuff. Maybe that's why I don't scrapbook it enough. I did go to a pumpkin festival. We have frames. They're kind of cute. This is like a tone-on-tone dot. It's really hard to catch on camera, but kind of like that. We have some fruit crates, like we were at the farmer's market. Hence the term fall market, I suppose. And then this is leaves on the back. more of those see, I don't love watercolory looking pumpkins. Maybe that's what, I don't know. But it does look like I cut into this one at least. So here we have the turquoise. It's a dot, but it's tiny dot. And then we have another one of these oh no, it's a different leaf. But same sort of idea. This one has acorns and brown on it. I like this plaid color. I'm a B-side scrapper. I think I just need to accept that about myself. Here we have the cut apart cards, 3x4s, and on the back is this acorn and leaf pattern. Looks like I have used some of this already. Ooh, I remember the corn stalks. I know what I used this for. My roadside attractions album, I went and, yeah, one of them was a corn stalk. So it's in my playlist somewhere. Couldn't tell you where. Probably from Calvin Ball. And then here is the sticker sheet. I do have this, but it does not look like it matches. This is another Carta Bella flower market. So I was thinking because it had the crates and the trucks, but they really aren't the same. Anyways, I'm going to put this one aside to decide later, but I'll probably hang on to it because I do love the B-sides of these paper. Like, I love the colors and the B-sides. And I can probably find things that aren't watercolory pumpkins that match with this. So I'll set it aside to be decided later, but I think I'll keep this one for now. Then I have, this one doesn't actually belong with that. It's going to go in my collection bundle because it says Hello Fall, so it's a different collection. This one is the Collector's Essential Kit. This is Simple Stories 2024, and it is Cider and Donuts. Oh yeah, I loved the colors in this one. And the little squirrel. I don't know why I think he's so cute. I don't usually think critters are that cute. Zoo animals and stuff I'm okay with, I think, because when I see them, they're safely behind glass or something. But critters like squirrels that can, like, climb up my pant leg if they want to. I don't feel the same way about that. Okay. I was one of those kids who grew up outside picking up salamanders and snakes and loving all the things. And then I don't know what happened to me when I got older, but we're not friends anymore. No, sir. Okay, so this is the Collector's Essential Kit. So it comes with 12 sheets of double-sided cardstock, 12 by 12 sticker sheet, simple page pieces, 17 die cut pieces, 6 by 12 chipboard stickers, and the journaling bits and pieces. So there's quite a bit in here. If it's still all here, we will find out. I don't think I've cut into this one. I really don't. Okay, so this one, here's the 12 by 12 sticker sheet that we were looking at, our funny little squirrel. See, these ones are funny drawn pumpkins too. I don't know, maybe I just need to roll with it. Maybe it's a thing. Anyway, I do like this floral. And then this Give Thanks, we have this pumpkin paper. I like the colors. That's what draws me to this one, the colors. I like this tone-on-tone green grid paper. We have an orange and red plaid. It's almost like a maroon red. Acorn and leaves on newsprint. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it's like on a newsprint background. And this one is brown with the word thankful in colorful letters, but I love this side. Beautiful, beautiful. Mushroom paper. I'm just going to have to roll with the mushrooms. They're everywhere. Mushroom paper, and on the back is this other plaid. I don't love it as much as this one, but it's all right. And then flowers again, and oh, brown multicolored dot. And we have this one, which is that maroon color again, and it's got little teeny tiny florals. Aren't they cute? Tag sheet. I always love a good tag sheet because it's good for embellishing, it's good for journaling. It's good for cluster bases. Good deal. I like the way that Simple Stories does it too, where you can use the embellishment side or you can use it for journaling. Either way. This is, looks like the journaling cards for cut apart sheet. And we have on the back, we have apples, pie, candied apples, apple pie, donuts again, and cider. Donuts and cider, I guess that's what we're calling this one, hey? Let's get cozy, fall vibes, bushels of fun, very cute. I do love the colors. I actually really like this too, unexpectedly. That's not a color combination I would normally go for, but I really am liking it. It's like a pale pink with all those multicolors on top of it. Camera's not picking it up very well. It looks like an off-white, but it's actually a pale pink. Kind of this color. And then some more cut aparts, some 4x4s and 2x2s with this tiny floral again, but in the green and blue this time. So green background, blue flower. And then we have the 4x6 cut aparts with a different floral. So I love the colors in this collection. And I haven't even dug into it yet, so I'm definitely keeping it. Back. Chipboard stickers. Now they all say stickers, but you and I both know we add some glue to those because no, they don't stick. These ones on the other hand do. So these are the foam stickers. I love those. Yep, very cute. Page pieces, or no, yeah, page pieces or simple pages. So it's kind of like a little page kit all in its own, right? It's got all the things in there. And then this is the journaling bits. So keeping that one for sure. So my next step is to go through the things that I said, I think I'm going to keep that. Like I'm keeping this one, I think. I was undecided about, where is it? I'm keeping this page kit here. That was the other thing. So, and I was undecided about my cardstocks. I'm not sure what to do with those, but I might just slip a few into these and then we'll see where to go from there. Okay, so I'm going to pause the camera. I'm going to make some little embellishment bundles with these. I'm going to toss a bunch of stuff into the garage sale boxes and then I'll pop back in and show you what the finished bin looks like. It's going to be very empty compared to before. All right, so hang on, I'll be right back. All right, so I've been through all the things and I thought this would be a good time to show you guys not just what I'm going to hang on to, but what I'm getting rid of. So what is going to go in that garage sale box? Okay, so this is the paper that I'm going to pass along to another person. So a lot of that paper pad that I pulled out with the watercolory flowers that didn't scream fall to me. And then I kept a couple sheets, but most of this embossed cardstock, it's just not my thing anymore. So I'm gonna pass that along as well. So that's quite like probably a good inch at least of paper that's gonna go out of my craft room. And then I also pulled out, so the ones that I still had like embellishments and stuff that were specific to it, I kept them together. So this is also going in the garage sale box. I decided I probably wasn't going to actually use this, so it needs to go. Same with this photo play. I packaged up the little, I tossed a couple of cut aparts in there, got rid of some of the smaller scraps, but some of the bigger scraps are still in here, and then kept the stickers and the embellishments with it. So it's this photo play. I think there's only a couple full sheets of paper there. Same with this one. It had a few sheets of paper and a partial sticker sheet, so I kept them together. If somebody just wants something out of that at the garage sale, I really don't care. But I thought I'd keep it together for those who maybe want to start a page kit or something. Same with this one. I kept the chipboard and stickers and layered embellishments together with the papers that were left behind. and the scraps that were in there too. So those are all going in the garage sale as well. And then I went through all of the embellishments, and this is why I thought this would be a good time for it, because I goodness sakes. Okay, I started a new box. So I was like, this only right now has my fall stuff in it. So I thought this was a good time. So there's like a few partially used sticker sheets in here. There is, you know, this sticker sheet. There's this. There's these alphas. There's some chipboard pieces. Those little mini paper packs. And these are just the loose die cuts that I had either doubles or triples of. Or they're just ones that I don't think I'm going to use anymore, so I threw those together. And people can dig through them too. Doesn't matter to me. Packaging, feathers. So I pulled all the ones I think I'll use, and then the rest of them are in here. Some decorative ribbon, some other decorative trims, and then a couple of the washi. I did take the wash. So these ones are very specific to the collection, I felt like. And I honestly used a ton of them. So there's not a lot on here. I might even put this in like a box labeled free because, I mean, there's just not much left on there. So I don't know, but I know I've used it to the max and I'm not going to use it anymore. So that's the stuff that's leaving my space, which I feel like is pretty significant amount. And then this is what is going to stick around. So I did take the washi that I am keeping and I put it on some acetate, so it's in there. I think this will go in my color washi. It's just a brown wood grain. Somebody asked the other day, like, how much of the washi do you put on the acetate? And I was like, all of it. And that just got me thinking, I don't need to put all of it on there. So thank you to whoever made that comment, because I'm probably not going to use all of, look how much of this truck washi is on there. I'm not going to use all of that. So I put on what I think I'm going to use, and this can go also in the garage sale box. But this one, because it's like a wood grain pattern, I think that it's usable enough that I'll probably just put it in with my other washi. So we'll go through that on another day, but for now we're just doing this. We have my little, I'm keeping the little wood grain, or not wood grain, what are these? Wood veneer pieces that I think are fall themed, and they're going to stay in with this stuff, but just sit on top. So I have this one, which is the Fall Market by Carta Bella. I made a little pack of things that I thought coordinated. Some of them are left over from other collections. Some of them, I think there was an icon pack that goes in there. And then I have some puffy stickers. Again, these puffy stickers and adhesive brads are not from this collection, but they coordinate well enough. Both are from Carta Bella, other collections that I think match. So they're in here too. Okay, so as you can see, I don't always buy all the things. I have historically had to scrapbook on kind of a small budget. So I'm careful about what I purchase, and then I have a lot of things that I try to move forward into other collections. Anyway, so this is the kind of newest fall edition, Cider and Donuts by Simple Stories. And same kind of idea. I put both, I had two packs because this one had the journaling bits and pieces, the page pieces, and then I had also purchased the not the journaling bits, but the other bits and pieces. So they are all in here. And then I threw in some things like this is from a swap, and so it's I put in some swap items, some of those feathers that we talked about. So there's a bunch of other things in here. There's also the adhesive brads and some of the smaller packaged things in there. So, and I put them in one of those plastic envelopes so it fits nice and neat in there. And then I went back to this because I was like, you know what? I still do like a lot of papers in that paper pad that we took apart. And I was like, I'm just going to get rid of this because the watercolory vibe wasn't really my thing. But I really love like these little foxes and raccoons and stuff. So I was like, I'm going to go back to that. I'm going to pick out the papers that I like. I kept 12 papers and then the 2 wood grains that were in there. I kept some of the scraps that I think I'll use. And then I built a die cut pack with some fall things that coordinated. And I threw in a page pieces that I think I didn't have a collection for it to go with. And I think that I would be able to make a beautiful layout with these and the papers from it. I had loose in my little basket of things that I want to see if I can find other homes for. I had this close to my heart pack of stickers that they're not a perfect match, but a lot of them do coordinate, so I'm going to use those. I have some leftover stickers that I had almost used the entire sheet, so I just picked the stickers off of it and put it on a small acetate instead of keeping that whole giant sheet, and tucked them in here as well. So those are the 3 things that are going back into my, it's not new, it's a used box, but it's a not broken one. So it's one that I emptied, I think when I was doing travel, I think I had 2, and then so it has I put the fall label on, so that's where that's gonna go. And we'll just put that back in here. Okay, and then this little, so no longer busting at the seams, breaking the plastic. So there we go. This will go back on the shelf, and then I can move on to the next thing. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. If you wouldn't mind popping an emoji in there if you have nothing to say, just for the sake of engagement, that's super helpful. Anything fall themed or just a happy face is good with me. I hope you all have a great day. Bye for now.